Okay, so we're here live at Conrad's with head men's soccer coach Eddie Horn. Eddie, so this year you've allowed just 11 goals, and last year you allowed 41. What do you credit the defensive improvement to?
Not my coaching, number one, right? I would say probably better players, so to speak. And we have some continuity in our back line that as we were rebuilding the team, we were playing a lot of young players, and now they've matured, kind of have everybody back that was along the back line. We picked up a really good JUCO player named Paul Choi from Johnson County Community College. It's been wonderful at left back for us. And obviously our goalkeeper, Chepo from Salt Lake City Community College, has been a big improvement for us as well. And I think just overall the whole team is playing better. And really for us, everybody defends. And I think everybody's bought into that role, and so I think that's definitely improved our numbers.
5 games left in the season. We're knocking on the door to the conference tournament for the first time since 2012. How are you keeping the team focused?
One game at a time, and control the things that we can control, and that's us, right? We don't want to change what we do. We are who we are what we are, and so it's really taking it one game at a time, just trying to get better every single day, making sure that we're prepared going into every game. And I will give credit to our to this group of players that we have. Tactically, their IQ is pretty good, right? And so I think we can throw more at them in terms of how we want to play, how we want to negate how the other team plays, and they've responded really well to it.
So I think you're a fun guy. You seem to make people laugh. You've got jokes. You made one when you got up here. Talk to us about how your personality changes when you get onto the field.
Well, I've often been told I need to probably get on medicine. No, I think that, at least for me, I do think that we need to keep it in perspective that this is supposed to be fun. And that's one of the things that we talked about at the beginning of the season is remember that joy of why you played in the very beginning. And really, it's people like me that take that joy out of it, saying, hey, it has to be this way. You have to do this. You have to do that. And obviously, hey, to play with a team sport, there has to be discipline. There has to be structure. So away from the field, yeah, it is about relationships. It is about having fun. It's being able to make fun of yourself, right? And, hey, I've got plenty to make fun of. So I think that's that one piece. But then when it comes time to play, hey, as our mantra is, winning is what we're here for. And so the focus needs to be on winning. Hey, we need to compete every day. Obviously, we want to have good sportsmanship, but we really must compete. And unfortunately, I can get wrapped up in it. And it's probably one of the regrets that I have in coaching, and it's why I don't speak to a team very much after we lose, is because I'm so emotional about it that I have a tendency to say stupid things, hurtful things, because I want to win. And so I've learned with my maturity to kind of walk away after losses, wait until the next day, sleep on it, and then we'll discuss kind of what went well, what didn't go well, how we improve, what the next step is, and hopefully the players appreciate that. I do think you have to laugh along the way.
Sure. So what players this year have stood out to you?
That's a really good question. Hey, I think it's really easy to point at the guys that start or that have statistics, and obviously our first 11 guys, we kind of stayed with the same lineup. It would be real easy to single those guys out, but the ones that I truly have the most respect for, that show up every single day, that put the work in, that help prepare our starters, are the guys that don't get to play. And we can't be successful without those guys waiting their turn, managing their expectations, and I think, hey, our freshman class just has a wonderful spirit and attitude towards the game, towards the team. They're, the guy in front of them, they're not hoping he gets hurt. They're happy when he succeeds. And so I think it's really, we've kind of flipped the culture within the program to where, hey, everybody is valuable, everybody is important. Yes, some guys get to play more than others, but at the same time, it's extremely important that everyone buys in, everyone is supportive of one another, and I think for the most part we've been able to do that.
Sure. So Coach Donovan Castro is in his 3rd season.
Donovan's over there, by the way, and his beautiful bride and son, I might add.
How has that consistency in your coaching staff helped develop the team? And then what does Donovan bring to the table?
Well, let's start with the consistency piece, and I think, hey, this goes for me as well. The GLVC is an extremely competitive league, and it's very tough to learn the league and knowing what it takes to be successful in terms of the player profiles on who we need to recruit. And when we have that consistency, it puts us on the same page in recruiting. We don't have to go to events together. He can go watch some players play. I can go over here to watch players play. It's helped expand out our recruiting enough that, from that end of it, I think it helps us build a better team. Obviously, hey, his pedigree in the game is very good, understands the game at a high level. I think does a great job connecting with the players. I think it's maybe a weakness of mine is, hey, I'm more their dad, and he's more of a peer because of his age. So I think it's, I won't say it's good cop, bad cop, but I think we have a good mix, and I think that's extremely important. And then, hey, Donovan's really good with technology, and I'm not. I think he's a really hard worker. And so, hey, I hope he stays forever, and I think we've got a good thing going if we can keep it going.
So when we were talking about this conversation, you said you had some riddles you wanted to share with the group.
I do. Can I do that now?
Yeah, let's go.
Do I have to do it from here, or can I get out there? Can I do it out there? Okay. All right, let's do it.
This has been Eddie Horn, live from Conrad's.